through all the quirkiness and all the things that people will say, many of them negative about him, when he's gone, he'll be missed. He just will. And it's why I'm fascinated by this season. They play the Green Bay Packers, October 26th? Think about that. Aaron Rodgers playing for the Steelers against the Green Bay Packers and Jordan Love, like in Pittsburgh. I wish it was in Green Bay. It's the only thing I can think of. Wish it was in Green Bay. But it's honestly pretty cool. And there are Jay Stu, you and I got into a little discussion about people who in politics. What's the guy on Instagram who wants to lob negativity towards us, or especially towards you?
Was it John Boat Giants?
John Boat Giants. We're giving him way too much oxygen. But John Boat Giants. And the point that Jay Stu makes on the pod is that just because you agree or disagree with one thing politically should not align you with that group all the time. You don't have to. That's not the way it's supposed to work. You can have varying opinions. Matter of fact, that's actually the beauty to the country.
I think that's what makes America great, to be honest.
That's what makes America great again. Wait. Rebecca Lobo, I'm not sure we're allowed to say that. Anyway, I'm gonna weave like Donald Trump weaves. Okay, I'm gonna bring it back to my point, but not drop an F-bomb like he did earlier today. Okay, I think that Aaron Rodgers playing one last season with the Pittsburgh Steelers and not asking for the fanfare of a farewell tour. And, oh, yeah, by the way, he's got a chance to probably save Mike Tomlin, or Mike Tomlin could be out too. I cannot think of a better scenario for the entertainment alone and the interest that I have in watching the Pittsburgh Steelers. They were utterly and completely boring the past 5 years. Right? Big Ben aged, then Big Ben retired, or Big Ben tore his elbow up, then he came back and played, and he was okay, and then they did Kenny Pickett, and then last year they had two quarterbacks that weren't particularly good, and now they have Aaron Rodgers, and now it's really interesting. And he's like, yeah, it's probably my last year. And why would you say? And people will, I'm sure, be critical of, why don't you just say it's your last year? Well, I don't know. If you win a Super Bowl and you really enjoy it, you're like, well, I could do it again. I don't. As of now, it's last year. But, I don't know. If it's really fun and I really like it and I'm really good, I'll do it again. He just defies conventional wisdom on a daily basis. And it's not my team, but he's a great player, and I'm all for watching it. I'm an interested party. And I will borrow from my good friend Colin Cowherd, who says, hey, you don't have to be great. Just be interesting. And Aaron Rodgers is interesting. Yes, Jason Stewart.
No, along those lines, actually. When you say that he will be missed, I think we're going to miss him more than you're going to miss him more than you think you will. I'm going to show this contrast to prove my point. Netflix announced their new season of quarterback. Kirk Cousins, Joe Burrow, and Jared Goff. Like I almost literally fell asleep before I got to the end of Goff. Those guys could not be less interesting. I think that's a Peyton Manning production, right? Omaha Productions, they do the quarterback. You're going to be able to see on Netflix how uninteresting, unsophisticated quarterbacks are. They're very good at what they do, and they have to be very smart at what they do, but they're not very interesting people. And then you put Aaron Rodgers doing 3 hours of Joe Rogan, and you'll have that contrast. We're never going to see this again. Somebody playing the most popular position in American sports being as opinionated as he is and literally not caring what you think.
Yeah, gives 0 Fs. Not a single one. Yeah, I'm all for it. You and I are aligned on this, right? And you'll hear, I'm sure there's people that he's upset along the way. There's people that have fallen off. And I don't know his level of talent right now. I do think that if we're going to go nerd sports talk. Last year, Aaron Rodgers first 5 games looked washed. Later in the season, he started to come back and get his legs under him. Who knows? I don't know if he can play anymore. Maybe he stinks. I would say that as a quarterback, especially one when it's your last year and you've suffered through some tough injuries, I think the biggest challenge is no one wants to get hit, but does he play like somebody who doesn't want to get hit? I think that'd be fair. But what I know, not think, what I know is that we'll be watching. And it's interesting. And, yeah, again, if he's peak Aaron Rodgers, he's also arguably the best to ever do it when he's been right. Like, there's some things Aaron Rodgers has done on a football field that are just insane. Like, the no-look stuff that Pat Mahomes does. And, again, I'm fully aware that on this very same radio show, me as the very same host has said, we need to have a discussion that Pat Mahomes might be the best to ever do it. And there's also a discussion that Aaron Rodgers has been the best to ever do it for a while as well. So you factor in that at least for a portion of time, he was the best. That portion of time is not that long ago. He suffered through a gruesome injury. He suffered through breakups with teams, breakups with friends, breakups with girls. He's told you, this is my last go-round. It's with a very interesting team with a coach that everybody likes, but it's not like they've been particularly good, although they haven't been bad. And the excuse or the reason, whichever side you want to come from, is we don't have a very good quarterback. I don't know he's a very good quarterback, but he was once a great quarterback, and that once was not that long ago. While we're searching for the next face of the NBA or wondering, how to make the NBA's regular season more interesting, the NFL is super interesting, and Aaron Rodgers is a big reason why.